Hello yogis, can you feel spring in the air? 12 degrees today, February 2026. So we've got a energizing early spring flow for you. It's going to take about 8 minutes max. So we're going to begin. You might come into your half lotus. So you can be one leg tucked in, one extended, cross-legged, or bring that foot up onto the thigh, or up between the thigh and the calf. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, ease your shoulder blades down the back. Brilliant. So, just a little verse from our good friend Thich Nhat Hanh, Buddhist monk, praising Buddha. As refreshing as a lotus flower, as bright as the North Star, to the Buddha I go for refuge. And we've got a lovely lotus flower there. So the lotus flower is can be used as the symbol for the crown chakra. So top of the head, center for spirituality, knowledge, growth, cosmic connection. A really good chakra for this time of year when the seeds that we might have kind of planted with our New Year intentions on kind of 31st of December, 1st of Jan, we can start to really sow those seeds now. It doesn't really feel like the right time to set intentions when everything is still outside. It's just a calendar New Year, but now you might really feel like you've actually got the energy to kind of sow the seeds of those ideas, intentions that you've got for yourself for this year. So we're going to come into, so the lotus flower is really good for thinking about spring, thinking about new beginnings, and it's a really nice symbol in yoga as well, a symbol of the lotus flower pushing through the mud. So we get beauty from what we might think of as being, where we're stuck and where it's difficult and where it might not appear as beautiful. We've got beauty growing from that, so there's a lesson there. Come into warrior one. So we're going to have the right foot in front, the left behind. I apologise because I do struggle with space for where you can see every bit that you might need to see. We are moving soon and hopefully we'll be able to get a better view. So the left heel is going to be in line with the right heel, or the left arch might be in line with the right heel. Heel to arch is a little bit harder because your weight is more on one line. Heel to heel, your weight's a bit more kind of spread out. Okay, so the right knee sits over the right ankle. The hips are roughly forwards. Breathe in, float your arms up. Stop where your shoulder needs you to stop. So you might have this kind of thing going on. You might have your hands here. You might go all the way up. Breathe out, relax your shoulders. Just 3 breaths. We're taking it into a nice vinyasa flow today. Hands are going to come down and we're going to either kneel to cat or step to downward dog. Hands are a bit wider than shoulders if you're in downward dog, and we're pushing the chest down, lifting the bottom. Try to ease the heels down. And we try to drop the head, so you might look to your feet or look to the back of the mat. If you feel dizzy, look ahead. If you're in cat, just get hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So keep breathing in downward dog. And you might get some extension, so dip the mid to lower back, shoulders down, breathe in. Okay, so from here, from either cat or downward dog, we're going to lunge the left leg forward, spin the right foot out a little bit, heel lining up with heel, or the right arch with the left heel. Breathe in, float your arms up, stop where you need to. Breathe out, relax the shoulders, gently looking up, 3 breaths. Hands down, kneel to cat or step to downward dog. Pushing the chest down, lifting the bottom, scoop the lower belly into the lower ribs. From cat or dog. Let's breathe in, lunge the right leg forward, spin the left out. This time we're wide for warrior two. So lots of people sphere it in warrior two. This is central, this is turned out, and we turn the head. 3 breaths, preparing the body, preparing the mind. Hands are going to come either side of the front foot, and we're going to step the right foot back to take us to plank. Here we are in plank, looking down. You might find it straight away too hard, drop the knees, half plank. Normal plank can be made easier by widening the feet, or harder by widening the feet, I think I said, harder by narrowing or stacking. Send the lower belly to the lower back, so we're kind of pulling the belly into the lower back. We don't want this to be too high, we don't want the lower back to be too dropped either. We slightly round the lower back. We're looking down so that everything is aligned. So looking down at the mat. Okay, so we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're coming to chaturanga dandasana. Drop the knees, drop the chest, drop the chin. So the hips are lifted, we're like a wiggly worm. Your breath is shallow, we're building heat. If you want more strength here, lift the knees. More strength again, lift the chest. That's optional. A fluid movement, hips down, uncurl your toes. I know you can't see my toes. Breathe in and come to either baby cobra, just lift the chest. Full cobra, arms are almost straight. Or up dog, arms are straight, hips are off the mat. Breathe out, shoulders down. Gently looking up for up dog. Looking ahead for king cobra. Looking along the floor for baby cobra. Sorry if you can't see all of that. And from here we're going to tuck toes under. So I'm going to just show you that, what that looks like. So rolled under, tucked under. As we tuck the toes under, we lift the knees. Breathing in, breathe out, we can swing up to downward dog. You might prefer to come from your cobra to cat. Tuck toes, hover knees, breathe in, breathe out, downward dog. You might prefer to stay in cat, and that's fine. But this time, from cat or downward dog, we're going to lift the left leg. So it's a hip opener. So from downward dog, you might want to bring the right foot in a little bit, lift the left, and it's opening the hip as well as bringing a bit more strength into the body. So we've got this left leg lifted, and we're going to breathe in and bring the left forward, spin the right out a bit, heel to heel, or right arch to left heel if you prefer. This is turned out, this is over the ankle, knee over the ankle, arms wide, look left. This is your warrior two. 3 breaths. Building that energy, building that heat. Hands come down either side of the front foot, step the left leg back, you're back in that plank. So you can drop your knees if you want, you can widen your feet, you can narrow your feet, you can stack them. Looking down at the mat, I'm just moving back a bit so you can see chaturanga that's coming next. So sending the lower belly to the lower back. So again, we don't want that dip, that's going to strain your lower back. We don't want it too high, that's not a plank. Looking down at the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out, chaturanga. So you might do knees, chest, chin, or you might come and hover just above the mat, looking down. Otherwise it's knees, chest, chin, stay here, or lift the knees and the chest from that point. Your breath will be shallow, feel the heat. That's what we want. Breathe in, hips down, uncurl the toes, scoop into your back bend. So I prefer to scoop straight into up dog. You might prefer to be in king cobra, baby cobra. And just to show you that for your cobras, you can be in forearms. You don't have to be in your hands. So this would be king cobra, and this would be baby cobra. And from there, tuck toes, hover knees, breathe in, breathe out, swing up to downward dog, or you might be coming to cat. Breathe in, tuck toes, hover knees, breathe out, downward dog. Push the chest down, lift your bottom. If you're in cat, you might be liking to do some extensions and some flexions. Breathing out, chin to chest. And you can lift the right leg there. Downward dog. Left leg across, lift the right leg. When we're finished here, we're going to bring the big toes together. Knees together all wide, bottom to the heels, and you can use a block or a cushion under your bum. Arms extend for devotion pose. So your palms are kind of really easing into the mat. You still can't see that, sorry. And forehead down. So you might need a block under your head, you might need a block under your bottom. So blocks bring the floor closer to you, or they bring body parts closer. Cushion's fine too. Really let your tummy breathe here. Breathe out, let go. And for the last bit of your, so that's devotion pose or extended child, extended balasana. For the next part of that pose, you might want to be full child or full balasana. Elbows by the knees, hands by the ankles, let your head rest on its side maybe. And it might be nice just to stay down here and relax. Sorry, that's a little longer than 8 minutes. 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 minutes. Sorry about that. So whilst you're here, just breathing. As we are moving, as I say, into spring, and it's really like, especially even with the Chinese New Year as well, the fire horse, the shedding of the snake, moving into the fire horse. It's really, what do you want to carry into 2026? What have you let go and picked back up? What are you taking with you? What are you not? Letting go. Hearing the bell, I am able to let go of all afflictions. My heart is calm, my sorrows ended. I am no longer bound to anything. I learn to listen to my suffering and the suffering of the other person. When understanding is born in me, compassion is also born. Thich Nhat Hanh again there. So he is Zen Buddhism. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions, feel free to let me know. Namaste, well done. Have a beautiful day.